People. Make sure your phones are off and silent. All right, everyone, I'm going to call the docket. When I call the docket, you need to let me know you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're not here and a warrant may be issued for your arrest. So when I call your name, please stand. Philip Perez, custody. Matthew Alexander Renee Insiriaga. Fatima Malera, custody. Brian Mahan. Brian Matthew Mahan. Juliana Guzman, custody. Tomas Cantu, custody. Jacob Hugo Vacuna. Jacob Hugo Vacuna. Jeffrey Dollar, custody. Catherine Marie Flores. Ray Anthony Cordova. Matthew Insiriaga. Jonathan Pomerantz. Vincent Gonzalez. Christopher Sanchez. Custody. Jonathan Estrella Rodriguez. Jonathan Rodriguez. Ray Guthrie. Thank you. Benjamin Santa Maria. Nicholas Vacara. Joseph Daniel Dominguez. James Garcia, custody. Roland De La Garza, custody. Arno Pena, custody. Michael Balderas. Thank you. Adam James Marciniak. Thank you. Roland De La Garza. Is he in custody? Roland De La Garza.
Yes, he is.
Thank you. Vincent Gonzalez, custody. Luis Andrew Medina. Luis Andrew Medina III. Carlos Antonio Gonzalez. Carlos Antonio Gonzalez. Francisco Alvarado. Gabriel Scott Pizzana. Brian Matthew Mahan. Hi, you're on the docket more than once. Jesus Prado, custody. Norma, that shouldn't be on the docket.
Correct, but that was the Irish rate printing out the document.
All right, David Romero, Martin Mendez, Angel Varela, Richard Cantu, Angel Cantu, Vincent Munoz, Enrique Sariano, custody. Fabian Timothy Singh, Jonathan Ruiz. All right, and he needs an attorney. All right, is there anyone present whose name was not called? All right, so attorneys, which is just Mr. Maurer and Mr. Garza, this is what's going on today. Number one, this is the government. So of course, the bus that is bringing inmates over has broken down. Number two, this is the government. This building is what it is. We have no water. So everyone, it's still going to be a great Monday. So please confer. Right? It's still going to be great. Oh, and Norma? So your client's evaluation, they have it set February 5th. Norma, on James Garcia,
Yes.
if you can put this towards the end of February, please. And if you all, Rick, if you all will make sure that he has discovery, please.
Sure.
Yes. Phantom date or just?
No,
We're waiting for Sandy about it.
The 21st.
February 23rd?
yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is that like a status conference, Jake?
Yes, but you all, while he's awaiting evaluation, you all need to make sure you have discovery.
Yeah, I'll make sure we go through all of it. It's
All right, thank you.
fairly clear cut.
All right, thank you.
Whenever you're ready, I apologize.
All right. All right, yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ray Godfrey,
All right, Ray Godfrey.
two down.
All right, state, did you tender an offer?
I did tender an offer, but this is for the court's knowledge, I did receive 4 audios, but I still in 6 days, but I did do an offer.
Okay,
Yes, Your Honor, we have an offer, but still pending some of that discovery.
all right. Ms. Ferguson, set this for the last week in December, please.
The 16th,
All right, we're going to come back on December 16th. If your counsel has received all the discovery, then that will be your plea deadline date. Sure.
Either one.
It's a Tuesday.
Did anyone could do that on Monday? Is that possible?
Yes.
Okay.
Norma,
please,
set
thank
it for Monday.
you. All right, thank you, ma'am. Your Honor, sorry.
No problem. So Norma, put it for Monday.
Thank you, ma'am. Your Honor.
Oh, no. No. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court and being on time.
Okay,
Oh, thank you.
thank you.
How's everything going?
Yes, Judge, it's good. We've got on Friday.
You're welcome. Deputy Mejia, welcome back.
stranger danger.
Yeah. So, Mejia, you come back and you know what ends up happening? We end up having rain. The weather changes. Now we don't have water in this building. The truck from the jail broke down. Is there a connection?
Well, it's not like that. They have a new bus, but they lost the key.
Oh, my goodness.
They lost the key, so they're transporting them by van.
Do I need to hotwire it? Yeah. Do you know how much it's gonna cost if they cannot find that?
Yep.
You know, one time my key fob was stolen. And I had to take it back to the dealership. And you know what the dealership said? They said that person will have an expensive paperweight. And then they replaced it.
Okay.
And this happened, I want to say about 10 years ago.
Well, why don't we-
Oh, it's high.
Yeah. And now I'm afraid.
Second row, sir.
Somebody at the garage door opener, like, oh, no.
You're with it? Nothing. This is how you help me. Oh, that's. Oh, that-
don't know what the, or why.
Good.
Yes,
So are you a fan of the Christmas music that's on the radio? Like,
I'm a fan, a big fan.
They'll all-
Now, mind you, my Christmas music that I love is all over the place. Now, what I can tell you is I love the OJs, Christmas Just Not Christmas without the ones you love. The Emotions, What Do the Lonely Do at Christmas? The Temptations, you can't start Christmas until the Temptations sing that song, right? And it has to be the original. I love Several Bells by the Supremes.
You're going too fast. I have to put this on my Spotify.
Okay. And then I can't remember who sings it, but it's Merry Christmas, Baby. Santa jumped down the chimney 3:30, left all the goodies for my baby and for me. Merry Christmas, baby. You should have treated me nice. Of course, Christmas is not Christmas without Santa Baby, the one by Eartha Kitt. And I also like from the cartoon, I'm Mr. Heat Miser. You remember that? You never watched that stop animation film, Heat Miser? Where Santa thought Santa was under the weather. So this town called Southtown, they wanted some snow because they never got any snow. And so Mother Nature has two sons. One is over the cold, one is over the heat. And so Heat Miser was telling them, I'll let it snow there for a day if you let it be warm at the North Pole for a day. And so they were fighting it against each other. And they had these cute little songs they sing. And you know what Mrs. Claus did? She's like, I know I'm gonna handle this. Guess what she did? She went to their Mother Nature. And she's like, you all will give these children some stuff. So I mean, I like Claude. And I like, of course, Nat King Cole, the Christmas song. Oh, Johnny Mathis.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, turn on the radio and that's all I hear. And I'm
What?
like,
I will tell you, I don't like many of the new songs. Now I do, now Mariah Carey is added to You Must Play Her Song because Christmas is not starting with that. But some of the new stuff I'm not feeling.
like they started before Halloween though. And I think I'm just played out already.
Oh, let me just tell you, I think they're gonna start doing Christmas in September because what I do is my brothers made my mom a CD and made me a CD. And so I have that. Oh, and I love the ink, I think they're the Ink Spots. They have a good Christmas song. I'm gonna bring my Christmas CD for you all to hear.
Yeah, like that.
And you know who has a good Christmas song? Otis Redding. Now he redoes a song. What is it called? It's gonna come to me. But oh my gosh, when you hear that song, I could just play it over and over and over again.
I downloaded a new Christmas
Mhm.
playlist, and I think that Otis is on.
Oh, and then there's a Christmas song from one of the Christmas shows I watch. You know where they have the Island of Misfit Toys and they're getting ready to leave. And they're like, just put one foot in front of the other and soon you'll be walking out the door.
I started watching, I haven't finished it. I want to go back because I came in the middle of it. Candy Cane Lake.
Oh,
I've
yes.
never seen it.
Oh, it is hilarious.
I wanna watch it from the very beginning. Yeah.
It's good.
I
Yeah.
need to watch it from the very beginning.
It's good.
It's so cute.
I enjoyed it. But yeah, but I still say, even as a child, when I would watch Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I don't know, I would have been hard pressed if Santa would have came to me and said, "Hey, will you leave my sleigh?" I would have been like, "Santa, first of all, we need to clear the air a little bit." You knew I was being bullied. And then his parents covering his nose. Oh, and he's like, "Oh, I just have a stuffed up nose." And then when it came off, everybody started teasing him. And then it's like, "Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?" No, no, Santa, I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. Consequences. We need to have an anti-bullying policy. And do you know, nobody ever brought that up, that Rudolph was bullied.
Yeah. Well, it's not making every year.
Oh, can I just tell you, when Frosty died,
Why? Why?
that's just like,
Happy birthday.
yes. So yeah, there are a couple of Santa movies I like. And what's the name of the cartoon where the little boy was super intelligent? And so he sent letters telling Santa that nobody liked him. And they were trying to figure out who wrote it. And it was the little boy who was a mouse.
Oh,
And so they were trying to make this clock to welcome Santa. And it wasn't working because that little mouse boy destroyed it. And he went up there and was trying to fix it. Yeah, those are the good days. But y'all now have young people in the family, so I'm gonna have to introduce them to that. Morning. Oh, I'm doing great. I cannot complain. We have no water here.
I've heard no water, or I've read.
Oh yeah, there's no water in the building.
Oh.
So
So back here.
there's zero water. So not even filtered water. And you know what? LaShawn, Ashley is sitting there saying not even filtered water. And guess what? See, that's one of the people who will not survive the zombie apocalypse. What are you gonna do?
It's still smell the water.
Right.
No, but in the other building, there's water.
See, the first thing that goes are the laws. Now you're talking about stealing bottled water.
To clarify, in an apocalypse.
LaShawn, she's already violating laws. Saying she's just gonna go steal some bottled water. See, this is what we're gonna come to.
Clarified in an apocalypse.
I mean, but does it even count, even if it's, yeah.
You're a looter.
Yeah.
The entirety of civilization has broken down.
See, LaShawn, that's why there's gonna have to be law and order during the apocalypse. Because if one person steals bottled water, then everybody's stealing water. And I'll be back. I'm going to go get some bottled water, but I will not be stealing it. All right, so Norma.
Is it the one that Richard works?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Do you have a case number, Judge, so I can look at it?
Oh, it's Vicuna,
No.
yes. And I wrote in the system on November 17th, it was dismissed. It's on page 2. Matthew Insiriaga. You need to be on the second row. Jonathan Estrella Rodriguez.
Matthew. On the second row.
Luis Andrew Medina.
Council's present, Your Honor. I do not see him. I will see. I was just about to see if you checked in.
No.
See what I can find out, Your Honor.
Thank you. Carlos Antonio Gonzalez.
Bernie.
Thank you. Gabriel Scott Pazana.
Judge, my approach,
Yes.
on Mr. Gonzalez's case, I just have been given an offer to have him go down on the misdemeanors in court for
Mhm.
and plead to a UCW and their TIC on the case here.
All right, awesome.
I just want to let you know that I could take him down there because
Okay.
he said
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna send a prayer, say a prayer for her,
You did.
okay?
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
So I'm gonna go down and then if
Okay,
we work that out, it'll be dismissed here.
so
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
State, on Jonathan Ruiz, is there any restitution on that? He's on the last page, 14. Okay. It was supposed to be 30 degrees this morning. Didn't happen.
The weather, you know, absolutely beautiful.
It was, well, you know what? I will tell you, yesterday, it started off beautiful, then towards the end, it started getting cold. So,
Absolutely. I mean, it was beautiful, Saturday and Sunday,
uh,
like that. So that makes me wonder what January and February have to.
we shall see.
I was watching the future predictions, it's supposed to snow.
Well, they said it was supposed to be some kind of vortex that's happening. Whenever people use the word vortex as it relates to weather, that's never good.
I'm
Yes.
Jonathan Ruiz, there is no restitution.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Ruiz, and probation on Jonathan Ruiz. All right, on this case, there is no restitution owed. So how's probation going?
Stop.
Good.
All right, is there anything that you need help with?
Not right now, no.
Judge, Mr. Ruiz tells me that he graduated drug court. And he's doing really well. He's waiting right now just to be transferred back over to regular caseload to finish out his probation term.
Oh, awesome. Well, congratulations. All right, so we shall see. You may be done with probation today. But no, I went to graduation. So I'm so happy for you that you graduated. So are you staying on the right path?
Yes, I got an apartment now since I've been in drug court.
Mhm.
I got a job, I've been working. So it's just been uphill from there.
Well, that is so awesome. And remember, life is going to throw some storms your way, but just continue on the path. Don't get sidetracked. And whatever you're doing to maintain your sobriety, continue doing that because it's so easy in life to get off track. You don't do one thing and then you look up, so many days have passed and you're completely off track. So stay on that because I don't want you to come back to court unless you're coming back to visit to say hi. Yeah, right. So we're gonna see what's happening here because you probably done with probation. So she's gonna check on that. So just remain and then we'll take care of it, okay? Yes, just have a seat. All right, thank you.
Great. Matthew, Gaga. Michael Balzera. Carlos Antonio Gonzalez. Jacob Capizana. Ryan Mason.
Yeah, you can get it. Yes.
It sounds like.
I know.
It is.
And it is.
I'm trying to not to cover. All that stuff. So just- I was on. Just. This I don't know, 4.
All right, Joseph Daniel Dominguez. Good morning. Thank you for being on time and dressing appropriately for court. Your attorney is out. So what we're gonna do, and we received notice of that, so what we're gonna do is reset you. Let me just pull up your case just a moment.
That works perfect for me. I got a baby appointment.
Oh, yeah? How's everything going?
That's good. I got a little one on the way. in
Oh.
March.
Oh, wow, that's right around the corner.
She needs a lot of money.
Ah, well, now is the time to, get it together, okay? Ms. Ferguson, set this for late January. All right, so we'll have you back on January 26th. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day.
You too.
And it's fully.
Discovery.
Grab a flower pin and find where it says defendant. You are all-
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a good one.
All right, you too. All right, Norma, on Philip Perez, if you can check with Magistrate's Court and find out what the status is, please.
Yes, ma'am. My sister is from the location.
And number for everyone who's on bond, they'll be back at 1:30.
granted. Grandson. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Also,
Versus what he's.
What else is that? That's very realized that they all did too, so that's and that's what you could do to ask.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
Okay, so on Mr. Ruiz's case, this is the order of transfer from felony drug court. On the original, when he was granted probation, there was an amount assessed of roughly $1,700 to a person by the name of Jasmine Romo.
Mhm.
That was the estimate that was provided to the court of repair damages. Since then, the state has contacted whomever,
Mhm.
the owner of the vehicle, and apparently they paid a deductible of $500, but they never provided any proof to the state how they paid, when they paid, or anything like that. So that's why the state's position is there is no restitution.
Okay.
So the original condition has the 1,700, that was the estimated price for it to get fixed.
Mhm.
Drug court is saying they are only, I guess, placing him back on regular supervision because of the restitution, but the state is saying that there is no restitution.
All right.
How would you like to proceed, Judge?
Well, normally when they are placed in felony drug court and they complete everything, then they are terminated because they've completed everything.
Would you like me to reach out to felony drug court to make
Yes.
sure? Because that's the latest order, and I think was recently signed by Judge Quinn.
If you'll let them know, there is no restitution. And let me look up this case just one second.
Okay, Judge.
And this is from 2022, so that has been sufficient time, I think, for someone to have reached out to the state with an amount of a restitution.
Yes, ma'am.
So, yes, if you'll let them know, and if need be, I'll sign whatever documents need to be signed.
Judge,
Thank you.
Judge,
Yes.
Inspired, I feel like I'll do the full marathon next year.
Oh, you're doing a full marathon?
I can run recently across the, in line.
All right, so I've been watching this couple, Kate and is it Kate? I can't remember the name now. But anyway, they went, I want to say it's to either, oh, Nate and Cara. I want to say it's either the Netherlands. I think it may have been the Netherlands. So the Netherlands has a 4-day walk, 100 miles. We should do it. Mahia, if I ended up being able to get us tickets to the Netherlands, will we do that 100-mile walk?
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's 70,000 steps a day. And they said the soldiers were doing it as well, but they have to do it with the, the weight on the backpacks. But we won't have to do the weight, but we just walk it. Do we need to train for that? Because it was funny, everybody was saying, it's just walking, how bad can it be? And they're like, oh, it's very bad.
Yeah.
Were you on?
Good morning.
I see.
The judge was saying she had, there's some stuff attached to the MTR, and I don't know what that is. Barella, Barela.
I'll let her know. Thank you. Okay, but as far as like his clients, like any other issues, you guys don't. Okay. I'll let her. Yes. Okay, Judge.
Yes.
I guess their main concern, and they say that the restitution, if there isn't any, okay, it's fine. It's just the drug court fee that they want paid.
All right, and I believe that's 1,000. All right, let's bring him back up. All right, so they're saying the amount you need to pay before your probation can be terminated is the fee for felony drug court.
Okay.
And so the felony drug court fee is $1,000. And I always tell people, you're not necessarily paying for yourself when you pay for that fee. You're paying for the person who's coming behind you. And somebody in front of you paid the $1,000 for you. Otherwise, when you would arrive at the program, they would say, all right, we need $1,000 now. But because somebody else paid the $1,000, you didn't need to pay it then. So if you figure out how much you can pay per month or whatever to pay that $1,000 off, once that's paid, you'll be done.
Okay.
But don't do what is it, the title loan? Don't do anything like that. That's, next thing you know, you borrow $1,000 from them and you end up owing 2 or 3. So if you're planning on borrowing it, be sure to focus on what the interest rate is. All right.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else? Okay. Once you pay that, you'll be done. And congratulations. All right.
Have a second first from
Hey, Judge,
Hello, how's it going?
pretty good. You all got your man, huh?
Overpriced. We'll see what happens.
There's probably a big old old tycoon guy that really says just,
Yeah, and you know what gets me about that? It's there's always money to pay for football or a sports team. But if someone needs books, we don't have any money for that.
yeah.
Because I always tell everybody, I ended up going through law school without books. It's like it wasn't in the budget for me to have books.
This time, Judge, I remember clearly, we went to the outside history. Spending time in the financial aid office, because I need to register for the spring.
Mhm.
But my money hadn't come in.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing was just that, we were, this week, we were in finance.
Mhm.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would happen all the time to me. And I would say, please give me a little grace. It's coming. But no,
Yeah,
that's why I always tell people, life gives you storms. You just have to keep pushing through it. And so when people come before me, they're like, you don't understand how hard it is. I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. It's like I always tell them I'm the person who uh didn't have any furniture with my first apartment. I'm the person who slept on the floor with my quilt and got the backaches.
for, and graduate school that I was like, I could eat with a dollar for the whole weekend, and people were like, no, there's no way. I said, yes, I could.
Yeah.
And local bread was like 10, 15 cents,
Mhm.
and a pack of wieners was like 35, 40 cents. And also my mustard.
Let me just tell you. So I didn't have a vehicle and I ended up the closest walkable thing from me in law school was Albertson. And do you know how expensive that was? And I was getting the little cans of soup and everything, but it worked. And I will tell you, I met some great people because the person who worked in the cafeteria at St. Mary's, I said, look, I have money coming at the end of the week. So he would let me eat throughout the week. And then I would pay him at the end of the week. And I told him, appreciate it so much. And I told him, I said, if I ever win the lottery or just have extra, it's here you go, because I remember you.
And you know what I did 2 weeks ago? But back then it was white bread, right? Went and bought a loaf of white bread and a pack of wieners.
Oh, yeah.
Reminisce like, I say this all the time.
See, I would do the salami. And so at that time, salami was about $2.69. So I would do that and the loaf of bread, and that would last me all week. And then if I was really had some extra money, I would always buy lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and some salad dressing, and that would last me. Those were the days. And you know what? Financially, it's extremely difficult, but it was still a lot of fun.
No, you remember, and it makes you tougher,
Mhm.
and you appreciate things a lot.
Oh, you do. If you have storms, then you'll appreciate the sunshine more.
And just like when you growing up, rural, our community, supposedly between 78 to 80% went up to the northern states.
Mhm.
So we were one of those. We got pulled out of school last week of April, which we didn't see Easter here. We didn't come back until like 6 months of the year. All the states that we've looked at, California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, Colorado, Wisconsin. Maybe some Cowboys. No, it was when I was, the last time I went up there, 25. And my dad was introducing me to his employer. We were doing some trucking. And he goes, yeah, he's got an MBA. They just looked at him and was like, yeah, right. All right. But that's semester,
Christmas comes around.
I only needed one class
Mhm.
and they canceled.
This.
They already had all these writers.
Mhm.
Everything. That was the second time. they had canceled. She said, I was doing some holiday sugar beets. And that's part of this week, last 2, 3 weeks of October. And, he was sleeping like 3, 4 hours a day. Yeah, I'll go ahead.
And you know what? Even looking back on it, those were still great times.
Well, I remember that,
Mhm.
and to spend from the morning to the end of the day with your dad. the morning to the end of the day, Every day, and that's what made our family come closer back then. Our houses. Cause we're spending 2 hours a day together,
Mhm.
fields.
Yeah.
We did sugar beets, we did onions, we did.
Oh, yeah.
name.
The beans make things go, that will stretch it. I will tell you, my mom makes the best chili beans and the best stew.
Yeah.
And whenever I go home, she's like, what would you like? I'm like, some chili beans, some stew. She's like, okay. And it's so funny. I love okra. My younger brother doesn't. So my mom will always set aside some for him without the okra in it. And I love shrimp.
Yeah.
Some of my brothers are not seafood fans, so she'll set some aside for them. But those are the good days. So
I used to buy a sack of potatoes. Big, 100 pound.
Mhm.
And the one with 110 pound of beans.
Mhm.
And the large, they would like cans like that. Make tortillas every day.
Yeah.
Potato and beans,
Nancy, those are the great days though, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And my dad, real hard worker, but my mom had him spoiled because he wanted fresh tortillas, morning, lunch, and dinner. But my mom had to make, he would not eat a heated tortilla.
Yeah.
So that's the way we were raised.
Okay, I will tell you this, the only thing that I usually eat that is a leftover, it has to be something that tastes better the next day, that, the seasonings are marinating very good. Chili beans, gumbo. I'm not a big fan of cold spaghetti. I don't like it the next day. I don't like cold chicken. So I don't do any of that, but that's one thing where you have to say, Stephanie, can't eat any more of this. It's expired. Those are the good old days.
Big family. Do you come from a big family?
Hmm?
You come from a big family?
No. So it's my mom and my brothers. So,
No, we, our families were like huge.
yeah.
My mom and dad had one of the smaller families, there were 9 of them, but you had people that live big.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Figure it out later. The Gonzalez's, I think that poor lady, on my mom's side, she had 23.
Mhm.
This was. Like 5 or 6.
Okay, yeah,
I
will help.
They're working in fields. got
Mhm.
approved. But then they're gonna get married, fields, so you gotta bring the next set.
Yeah.
23 kids, can you imagine?
Oh, wow. Well, I will tell you, my, I'm like, oh, okay. It's still devastating, but okay. So, yeah.
I got something, prisoner judge, I'm working on.
Okay. All right, have a good one. All right, Marcos Antonio Rios.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
We didn't make it to the docket, Judge, and that's unfortunate.
I feel bad for the court about that, but,
There's a lot that's been happening with the docket, but we're gonna work on that.
yeah.
Yes.
Judge, I was gonna ask the court, I did review the Blu-ray DVD.
Mhm.
It opened up a couple more questions that I have from various witnesses, which I'd like to talk to. I would like a continuance of maybe another week or two, try to talk to these witnesses. I know we're coming up with the Christmas holidays, but I wanted more than just a recall of this week, Judge.
All right.
Pretty pleased with sugar on the top.
Ms. Ferguson, set this for a plea deadline date on December 18th. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused, and thank you for addressing it appropriately and appearing on time.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
nice morning.
Thank you, Judge.
I'll be right there, ma'am.
Ready whenever you are.
I'm ready.
Yes, ma'am. The next one I have is Michael Faulkner, please 5-3 now.
Michael Balderas. Who's the attorney on Michael Balderas?
Step right here, sir. Make sure you speak loud and clearly.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, today's plea deadline date.
Today, Judge, we were reset from last week because of a discovery issue. The state is in the process of getting us that discovery.
Yes,
sir.
All right, this is going to be the final plea deadline date. There will be no further extensions. If there are some documents that you don't have that the state has, you can file whatever motion and the court will consider a motion to exclude. This is coming back on December 18th for a plea deadline date.
Perfect. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you. Thank you for addressing appropriately. Once he signs the reset form, he'll be excused.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're not waiting on Austin. David, your guy.
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, so.
Oh, just.
I'm ready.
Yes, ma'am. Please go past page 12 right now.
Angel Cantu,
Yes, sir.
Morning, Gary Rivers.
good morning. Where is
Andrew
he?
Cantu. He's in custody, Judge.
All right, he needs to come up.
Great.
Come on up.
How are you, Judge?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm cold, but
Hey, it is not cold. Stop that.
I get cold very easily, so.
Thank you. All right, what is happening with this case?
So, Judge, this is Mr. Cantu's second MTR. This is my first appearance on it. So after speaking with my client and this.
See the MTR, please.
Oh. Yes,
Yes,
Angel
Angel
Cantu.
Cantu. All right, state,
Yes, sir.
this is a family violence. Is it a family violence?
Angel Cantu.
Oh,
It is, Judge.
This is Richard Cantu you're giving me. I need Angel.
I apologize.
Yes.
So Judge, on this case, after speaking with state and my client, it looks like there's a myriad of concerns that the state has brought up and that my client has brought up. I've looked through, I talked with the CLO, there's some mental health stuff going on. I wanted to see if I could have a short reset to get time to see if I can get either a hold of Mr. Cantu's doctors to speak with them or his grandparents who could at least corroborate any kind of mental health treatment going on. Because I want to see, the state has several allegations in there. And I want to determine whether it's appropriate, whether to proceed with a contested hearing. If the court would give us more time, I would be glad for that time. If you do not want to give more time, Judge, I'd like to set it for a contested hearing.
All right. This has been pending since October 2022.
Yes,
So
Judge.
I don't understand why people are not ready to proceed.
Or Judge, I think the first MTR was at October 22, and then that one was withdrawn. I was not placed on that MTR, Judge. I don't know when this one was
Can I have
filed.
the updated motion to revoke, please? Thank you. Does anyone have one with the file stamp on it?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm waiting on policy to pull up. I want this MTR shown as signed on November 3rd.
All right, November 3rd, and here it is, December 8th. I don't understand.
Judge, then we'd ask for a contested hearing.
And how long have you been on this case?
I have been on this case, I have to look, Judge.
For more than 10 days?
Yes, Judge, correct.
All right, Norma, set this for a contested hearing this month. All right, your contested hearing is going to be December 18th.
That's fine, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Probation contested hearing on December 18th. And Deputy Laura, when you get a chance, can you see if all the jurors are here?
Yeah.
Mhm. What is the update on the competency evaluation for Philip Pettis on page 1?
I didn't just know his presence and things aren't here. The MTR meeting was part of later in December. Yes. see.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the docket, you have baby and C for a motion to suppress. I have.
Yeah, I know the same one, you're starting to try.
Yes, and I'm sorry, who is it?
Baby and C is on the second last page or the last?
Fabian.
C.
All right, let me find that. All right, and the defense counsel isn't here, correct?
We should know if you want to get rid of the have a race for it. Bring it or keep them for this morning.
Have them for this afternoon.
Okay.
Yes. All right, thank you.
Well, I had to be in Plymouth County for a hearing this morning, so. And guess what?
Are you ready for another one, Judge?
Yes,
Ray Cordova, page 2, 5 down.
Ray Cordova,
Judge. Good morning.
good morning.
Thanks, so.
Hello. Are you doing okay?
Great.
Okay. All right, where are we on discovery?
Judge, it was reset so that I can obtain discovery. I handed Rick a USB and he was having problems uploading it.
Mhm.
And then it wasn't big enough, so we kept going back and forth. I just picked up the discovery a week ago. So I still need to finish reviewing it. And so I was asking the court for a reset.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, set this for a plea deadline date, the end of January. All right, 26. Once you sign the reset form, you'll be excused.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Ready for that?
Yes.
Christopher Sanchez, page 3 down.
Christopher Sanchez.
I'm here, Your Honor. He is still at the Bear County Jail. And we're just
Yes.
asking to recall for tomorrow. I have to be here on 2 other matters.
All right, Deputy, that'll be recalled for tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Just give me a moment. Everyone, please whisper.
I would, yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm ready.
It's, page two, one down, two down, and then page two at the bottom.
Who is it?
Matthew and Suriata.
Matthew and Siriaga?
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I think it should be with Ms. Jones, family violence.
All right, so, the plea deadline date is today?
Correct, Judge. What I'm asking the court for is one more plea deadline. We're still negotiating, and I think we should be able to reach a resolution.
All right, so we'll recall this back for December 18th. All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Just have to see.
All right, thank you. Good
Thanks,
morning.
Judge.
You're welcome.
Is that for three?
Yes.
You're so right on, so I'll fix it.
Norma, it's for disposition.
I'll change it on both.
Yes, we're gonna call.
And Deputy Mejia, you don't have to bring out any more inmates.
Yes.
All right, who else is ready?
It is, Benjamin Santa Maria. And he's on page 4, 3 down.
Benjamin Santa Maria.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. So has all the paperwork and everything been filled out?
Yes, Judge, he's been accepted to PTD.
Mhm.
I have mailed back the contract. We're just waiting for them to contact Mr. Santa Maria with the orientation or whatever is next.
They have already contacted me. We already set orientation in December.
Everyone, please whisper. Whisper like you're spies. And if your conversation is heard, you will be executed. All right, yes.
December 1st for the orientation.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a PTD date.
December 5th. I mean, January 5th.
All right, January 5th.
January
Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, is Deputy Laura? Did she
check
put
on
that?
that.
Okay. All right, who else is ready?
Waiting for someone else to sign in.
I have two pieces of paperwork for your session. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
All right, just give me a moment. Let me see what. All right, I'm ready. Court is calling 2025 CR 014-148, 2025 CR 005762, State versus Brian Mahan. Could I have parties approach and announce for the record?
Morning, Judge. Alex Starr for Mr. Mahan. He's present. Ready?
Great, thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
You're welcome, Your
Attorneys should take notice.
Honor. I appreciate it.
All right, counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Probation, there are applications. And each of the cause numbers, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, sir.
And each cause number, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Judge.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State in cause number 2025 CR 014148. Are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, sir.
And in cause number 2025 CR 005762, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? And each cause number, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
And cause number ending in 48, you're charged with evading arrest, detention with a previous conviction as a repeater. Normally, that's a state jail felony, but if the state proves up the enhancement, the range of punishment will be anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. And the cause number ending in 62, you're charged with burglary of a building. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in each of the cause numbers?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Mahan, in each of the cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
I am.
By entering into these pleas, if you're not a U.S. citizen, you could be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
I did.
According to the plea, in each cause number, the state will remain silent. The cause numbers will run concurrently. The state will take in consideration 2025 CR 005763. And cause number ending 48. There's a cap of 5 years in the prison, a $1,200 fine. And the cause number ending in 62. There is punishment to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility, $1,200 fine, restitution to David Hill, and restitution to Chad Topperwine in 2025 CR 005763. Did you understand that to be your plea and each of the cause numbers?
Yes, sir.
Defense is at the plea,
Yes, Judge.
state is at the plea.
Yes, sir.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? You need to speak up.
Yes, sir.
By signing that you're waiving your right to appeal, the only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
And cause number ending in 62 outside the agreement, there's to be no contact with Cube Smart Self-Storage at Vance Jackson, Store Self-Storage at 2515H 10 West, and no contact with the complainants under each of those cause numbers. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, sir.
Then in each of the cause numbers, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State in each of the cause number, any evidence to support the defendant's plea.
Yes, sir. She offers seats if you're born in all of that.
No objection.
In each of the cause numbers, did you review the waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney?
Yes,
Did
sir.
you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. In each cause number, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. All right, we can go off the record. I'm sorry, state you're excused. If you want a PSI and TAP evaluation, it'd be 8 to 12 weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, if you want, we can bring it back sometime in January. And if you want to just present witnesses to the court, you can present witnesses. Which do you prefer?
What does the court prefer? Do you want a full, would you prefer a full-blown
It's-
PSI or?
It's completely up to you. You would just present whatever evidence you wanted to present. Otherwise, with a PSI and TAP evaluation, you know what I'll receive.
We could do it in January, Judge.
All right, are you waiving PSI and TAP evaluation?
Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a date in January. How much time do you need?
It's really just getting with the witnesses and making sure,
Okay.
I would say, mid, second or third week of January.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a third week of January. All right, we'll be back on January 20th. At that time, I'll make a decision on your application based upon whatever witnesses are presented.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great day.
All right, thank you, you too. All right, Deputy Mejia, you all can take the inmates back. Yes,
Want to take those up or not?
just give me a moment. Ms. Abrams, on that case, the PSI and TAP have been waived.
So.
Yes, Norman.
Page 3, 2 down, Judge, it's Vincent Gonzalez. He's on several pages, page 3, page 5. page
Vincent
6.
Gonzalez. Hi, counsel. All right, so today is the plea deadline date. However, there's an issue. I'm being told they lost the keys to the bus. So some inmates have not been transferred yet because they only have the one badge. So Do you have any idea what your client's decision is?
Your Honor, I'm missing discovery on one of Mr. Gonzalez's cases. I've conferred with the state. They're in the process of producing us a discovery.
All right. All right, Ms. Ferguson, extend this plea deadline date to the 18th.
8th of December.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Huh?
You didn't bring it.
She recalls at 1:30.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready to.
All right, just give me a moment.
Was perfect. April, please sign.
Oh.
You didn't show, you didn't appear. So we can give.
What's for the names?
Page 9.
All right, if y'all will make an announcement for the no-show and then we'll take that up.
Sana, Gabriel?
All right, who else?
It was page 5, 4 down. That's Robert Macnick.
Marciniak?
Marciniak.
All right, Marciniak. And I'm sorry, give me the page number again.
Page 5, 4 down.
Hello,
Morning.
good morning. All right, today is plea deadline date.
Yes, Judge, we've received an offer and we've rejected it.
Okay. All right, State, how long do you expect this jury trial to last? All right, Norm, I need a jury trial date, 3 days.
And Your Honor, there's, we've just been disclosed, haven't received CPS records, so just told about it.
The disc is here. We're having a copy today. I'm printing out the protective order.
All right, thank you. Jury trial date, 3 days.
February 24th, sir.
All right, your jury trial date will be February 24th.
Thanks, Judge. Also, just for the record, there are some potential SAPD offense reports and investigations of the complainant. The state tells me they're going to get me those before trial.
All righty.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You said it 24th?
Yes.
Have it fun. Oh, we're about that. Sir, yeah, go wait in there.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Deputy Laura, you can line them up.
looking at my calendar, Judge, I have a federal sentencing on the 24th for a guy who's been waiting for about 9 months in Del Rio.
Okay.
If, I don't know if there's maybe another day, it would be.
All right, Norma, recall this for February 23rd.
3:30.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Yes.
Great, thanks.
Okay, so we can go with the rest that time is late. Back to the attorney.
And who is the reset
It's
for?
not Francisco Corrado. They signed it early.
What page?
He's on page 8, one on top.
Thank you, Judge.
23rd.
Hello.
Thank you.
You are wearing my high school colors today. The only thing you mentioned missing is the touch of gold.
Over there, Judge.
All right, let me just put this in the system. All right, and I'm sorry, Norm, what page?
He's on page 8 on top. Third one.
Defense, on this trial, state if you'll remove yourself from that table, please. And defense, if you'll have your witness in here. Today is plea deadline date.
On him?
Francisco Alvarado?
That's news to me, Judge. He wasn't even on Odyssey.
No, he had discovery date on November 20th.
Well, Judge, I just got an offer today from Miss Albin. Can we get a,
Yes.
and he said he wasn't even on Odyssey. I don't know what is going on.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson, recall this for our last date in December for plea deadline date.
Judge, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll be out of state. Can I appear by Zoom?
Yes.
Okay. December 8th.
All right, and Mr. Alvarado, you can appear by Zoom as well.
You know what Zoom is? Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Keeping question about our potential trial.
Would you be opposed to us having a one-page scaled questionnaire that we had the jury fill out before we're there for information purposes?
Yes, because that's gonna, yeah, now.
Can I make a quick comment for it, Judge? I did it in my last trial. It was extremely helpful.
No, I mean, if you want to do a scale and ask them questions during Bardia, you can, but as far as handing them something out, no.
But you won't consider that at all. Yeah. It's a lot of information because how long do you get for Rhode Island generally on the first one?
We'll just see how it goes. Once I concentrate on that, I'll give you all the time frame.
The reason I'm asking is just because the scale questions, when you have to count the cards, like with 75 or 80 people, it's so difficult. But in our last trial, we had the information before we came in.
No, because see, there's always an issue with regards to that. I've done that before and there have been issues with it. This is what I tell people to help the court reporter out when you're doing scale questions. Instead of saying number 1, year 1, number 2, year 3, number 4, instead of doing that, you just say, all right, this is the scale. How many of you are number 1? And then just call out all those numbers for number 1. How many of you are number 3 and do it that way? All right, thank you. All right, if you can have them lined up, please. All righty.
For you to kind of work the bond forfeiture or.
Which page is he on?
He is on page. He's on page 9 at the top.
My judge moves so fast for you.
There'll be, do you know where your client is? All right, I tell you what, come back at 1:30.
I'm sorry.
Otherwise,
Do I have one or not?
Oh, wait, not starting trial.
all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Just a form by the. Wants to recalls.
Sure, I think people that are on.
Well, I mean, you call them. Who else do you have to call before that? Okay. You have our other witnesses? All right, thank you. All right, the court is calling 2024 CR 3498, State versus Duran Evans. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Rick Peña and Hugo Sanchez for the state.
for the defense?
Jefferson Heinrich agreed he for the split.
All right, are parties ready to proceed?
I'm gonna grab
need-
out in the hallway.
All right, thank
Here
you.
too.
Let's bring in the witnesses. Oh, just 1 second. I need to put this in the system. All right, Deputy Laura,
What is the?
state, I'm sorry, defense. Who is your witness going to be?
First witness. I'm Isis Jefferson.
All right, do y'all want to have him come up?
It's a she. Could you go bring Isis in?
And Deputy Laura? Yes. All right, Deputy Laura, you can.
Bless you.
Yes.
All right, attorney.
All right, everyone, please be seated. State, call your next witness.
You're on this on the state rest.
All right, defense, are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you may call your first witness.
First witness is gonna be Miss Isis Jefferson.
All right. If you'll take a seat here, please. And there should be a square microphone there. Do you see it? It's black and silver.
Yes.
If you'll place that somewhere on your person, for the court reporter to be able to hear.
Okay.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up so that members of the jury can hear and everyone else can hear. All right, if you'll state your name for the record.
Isis Jefferson.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Good morning, Miss Jefferson.
Good morning.
Could you spell your first name for us, please?
Yeah, ISIS.
Just like it is in Egypt.
Yeah.
Could you please tell us how you're related to Zenani?
She's my sister.
Okay, is she older or younger?
She's 2 years older.
You know what's going on, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Could you please tell the jury a little bit about Zenani? How would you describe Zenani?
My sister is a lot of things.
Well, give me an example.
An example?
Yeah, you say she's a lot of things, like what?
Well, she's difficult. She's uncompromising. She can be sort of aggressive.
sharp-tongued. And she's just, she has a tendency to exaggerate sometimes.
With respect to her, her dynamics in the family, how would you describe her dynamic in the family?
She has had a lot of negative run-ins with pretty much everybody in the family. So much so that, people are sort of tiptoeing around her. They don't, she just has a way of being easily agitated, and she gets really verbally abusive, says really mean things.
With respect to her ability to deal with the reality of life, and and we had a conversation about this, did we not? You and I?
Yeah.
Okay, and in that conversation, you had relayed some things to me, and I'd like you to be able to do that to the jury and let them know a little bit about, let's talk about her propensity for truthfulness. Could you please tell the jury a little bit about that?
Well, she has a really hard time taking responsibility for things that she says and does. She's, ever since the child, been really, really prone to a victim mentality. She's I guess it's she tries to make herself the victim, and she if you try and get her to see reality or things that are actually in front of her or give her ways to solve problems, then she will just shut you down or gaslight you and tell you, no, this is.
When you use the word gaslight,
Yeah.
What exactly do you mean by that?
She will make you believe that what you're saying is not true. She argues her point, even if it's wrong, she will argue her point until you just give up and just shut down and say, okay, whatever, whatever.
When you say her reality and things that aren't true, let's flesh that out a little bit. So if she's confronted with the situation where her version is not what everybody else experienced, what does she do in those circumstances? Everybody else experienced one set of circumstances, and you're all in agreement as to this set of circumstances. This is what we all experienced. And she says, no, that didn't happen. How does she react in those circumstances?
Objection, Your Honor, speculation.
Overruled.
Go ahead, man.
She will argue down the point. So for example, I think one of the conversations we had was about Christmas. And my remembrance of Christmas time was.
Objection, Your Honor, this is 608.
Sustained.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so don't give me a specific,
Oh.
give me generality. So
Okay.
in the generality of things, would you describe her as being a truthful person?
Not really. I think she's has narcissistic tendencies. I think that she has grandeur, she'll make things bigger than they are, just to make it I don't know, she just has to be the victim in a story, if that makes any sense. And if it's not that way, then it's wrong.
You mean, when you say that it's wrong, that she's believing one thing, and if you don't agree with her, the person who's disagreeing is wrong?
Correct. Yeah. And so like you were asking me, if it's wrong, how does she go about it? She just will argue to the point where you argue you down and start to become aggressive with you, and sometimes will attack your character or say you're just stupid or you're this or that.
Has she ever accepted, does she have the propensity to accept responsibility for things that she's done wrong?
Not really, no. No.
In this particular case, as I stated earlier, what's going on, correct?
Yes.
And you weren't there, were you?
No.
Did you have a conversation with Zanani soon after this alleged leak occurred?
Yes.
And could you tell the jury what that conversation was about?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for hearsay.
Sustained.
Don't tell me what she said. What was the conversation about?
Well, the conversation was about her pushing the people that live in her house out.
Okay, and at the time, when you say pushing the people in her house out, was that wanting them to leave the house?
Correct.
And who were the people in the house that she was wanting to leave, have them leave?
My uncle and his daughter and my grandmother.
Okay, would this be Miss Barbara?
Yes.
Now, and she, without stating what Zanani was telling you, your overall part of that conversation was that she did not want them living there with her.
Yes.
And this was how soon after this alleged incident occurred?
It couldn't have been more than a week. It could have been maybe a couple days, 1 or 2 days, but definitely no more than a week.
And did you call her or did she call you?
She called me.
Okay. And let's talk about her relationship with Duran, Mr. Evans, sitting here. How would you describe her relationship with him?
It's okay. So he has been a father figure to us, all of us. So including her, he's always been really helpful. You know, going to help her cut her grass, helping her move, helping her co-sign and get a car, like everything that a dad would do is, you know, how he's been present in our lives as far as the dynamic goes between him to her. With her to him, she has been, I would say, a little ungrateful, you know, taking things for granted, disrespectful. She's just like that with everybody, you know, like she's, you know, I would call it maybe like an undiagnosed bipolarism.
Objection, Your Honor, improper opinion.
Sustained.
With respect to, have you ever seen Duran ever be physical with anybody in the family?
No.
Have you ever seen him be physical with Zanani in particular?
No.
Even in a situation where Zanani was arguing with him and using disrespectful or aggressive words in her demeanor, how did you ever visualize that, see that, experience that?
I've seen that before, yeah.
And how did Duran act in those circumstances?
Objection, Your Honor, 608.
Response.
Your Honor, we're not asking for specifics. I'm just asking what was his general demeanor? How would he react in general to those circumstances that involved the complaining witness in this case?
Your Honor, she was asking for these instances specifically how she remembers what she remembers seeing.
All right, so the objection will be sustained. You'll need to rephrase your question.
Here's the question for you. How in general, does Duran act in circumstances where there is aggression coming from Zanani? Just in general, what does he normally do?
He's very mild mannered, you know, he just leaves, you know, just walks away.
Now, have you ever seen Duran be physical with Zanani?
No, never.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
State.
Briefly, Judge. Good morning,
Good morning.
Isis. How are you doing today?
Hey,
A little nervous, I would imagine.
this is something I've never done before, but I'm just trying to be as honest as I can.
No, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and if at any point you don't understand me or the question is a little confusing, please feel free to stop me and be, I don't understand, or could you rephrase it, okay?
Okay.
This question is going to be a little silly, but how long have you known your sister?
All my life.
And how old are you, ma'am?
I'm 31.
And how long have you known Duran?
I've known Duran for about 10, 12 years, maybe, yeah, 12 years.
Okay. And you testified earlier on direct examination that you believe your sister tends to blow things out of proportion,
Yes,
that she tends to be aggressive,
definitely.
and you would agree with me that sometimes if someone is like that, it could grind your gears, it could rub you the wrong way.
Um, grind your gears, rub you the wrong way. I mean, I suppose if someone is agitating you and being very aggressive, yeah.
And as human beings, we can only take so much of that, right?
I think that people have discernment, you know, in certain things and self-control. So, and then there's always options, I believe, in certain situations where, you know, something is, you know, intentionally aggravating you possibly, that you have a choice in what you can decide to do. I've known my sister my entire life. We've had several run-ins where she has gotten me to a point where I feel like, you know, you're doing too much, you know. And in those instances, you know, I always have self-control. I know how she is, you know. So I just leave, you know, I make myself gone. Anyway.
Oh, I understand, Isis. Thank you.
Yeah.
So going to the incident that we're all here for,
Hmm.
were you there that night?
No,
Did you know about the movie outing?
I was told after the fact, you know, by my sister, like just different stories. So yeah, I've heard about it.
Were you invited that night or?
No,
No. Would it surprise you that both your sister and then your grandmother testified that there was contact, there was an assault made?
would it surprise me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it was surprising when I heard that. It was definitely surprising. It was shocking, actually.
And would you be surprised to learn that Mr. Evans spoke to a police officer regarding the events that night?
Was it be surprising if Mr.
Would it be
Evans-
surprising to you that if Mr. Evans spoke to a police officer regarding the events that night?
Object to ask whether or not that's even relevant, whether it was surprised or whether.
Sustained.
Were you aware that Mr. Evans spoke to a police officer regarding the incident that night?
Relevant, whether she's aware or not.
Overruled.
Was I aware? I can't say I was specifically aware, but I mean, given the term of events, it would be logical that he would speak to somebody at some point.
And you testified on direct examination that Mr. Evans has always been cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
And would it surprise you that he told the officer at the beginning that there was never any contact made?
No. Yes.
And then during the course of this conversation with the officer, his story changed to there might have been some contact made.
Objection is asking things she has no personal knowledge of and it's not relevant to what.
With regards to personal knowledge, that would be sustained.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
it goes to her bias and credibility. Her whole direct examination was regarding the character of Mr. Evans. I'm asking Mr. Evans' old where he told the officer that there may have been contact made. I'm just asking this witness if that would surprise her based on her bias and credibility.
You can ask her general questions.
Yes, Your Honor. Now, so you weren't there that night
No.
It's been asked and answered.
Overrule.
and you heard about this event from everyone else who was present.
Yeah.
Has your sister ever accused anyone else of hitting her or assaulting her?
No.
So this would be a first for her?
Yeah, as far as someone physically harming her, yes.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, defense.
Yes, ma'am, just real quick. With respect to Zanani,
Mhm.
and you weren't there, correct?
Correct.
What she was telling you, did it sound credible to you based on your experience with her?
Objection, Your Honor. Improper argument. Credibility is solely for the jury.
Sustained.
Would it, he was asking whether it was surprising about what Duran may or may not have done. Have you ever seen him to the point to where he got frustrated when Zanani was engaging in aggressive conduct with him?
No, I haven't seen him like lose his temper or anything like that.
And
before.
Zanani can be very confrontational and pushing buttons.
Yeah, definitely.
And even when she was pushing buttons and getting confrontational with Duran, did you ever see Duran act in any way that was in any way laying hands on her?
No, never.
Did it surprise you that he was accused of this?
Yes, definitely.
When Zanani gets caught in a lie, what does she normally do?
Objection, Your Honor, 608 and 404.
Overruled.
How does she normally react? When she gets caught in a lie, how does she react?
She will keep the story going. She will try to gaslight people and argue you down until you give up or just agree to whatever she's saying. That's what she does.
And has she done this her whole life?
Yes,
So in this instance, it would just be her acting towards character?
correct.
Nothing further.
Briefly, Judge.
Yes.
Isis,
Mhm.
are you always around your sister in Duran?
Am I always around my sister and Duran? No, I'm not always around them. I
And
have
I-
my own house and life.
And sorry for the, the silliness of the question.
Okay.
So if they could have interactions that you're not aware of.
Possibly, but usually when we're around, it's like a family gathering or like an outing, like a Thanksgiving or a Christmas or so. There's always someone else there, like in the movie example, my grandma was there, it's never just a one-on-one thing where no one else is there to, witness how they are. So,
But you're not always around.
no, not me personally. Can't say that I am always around, no.
No further questions, Judge.
All right, any other questions?
And with the family outings.
Yeah.
Are those happy outings whenever Zanani's involved?
No.
How does that, describe in generality? Don't give me specific acts that she may or may not have done, but just general, when you know that, hey, man, let's go over to mom's for Thanksgiving, but Zanani's gonna be there. What's your first response or your first inclination?
There's always some hesitancy whenever I know that she's gonna be there because she's just like a drama queen and like wherever she is, there's drama, there's conflict, like she's always gonna bring something.
Now, when there's drama and conflict, who is the instigator of the drama and the conflict?
She is
All the time?
every time.
Nothing further.
State?
No further questions, Judge.
Is this witness excused?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the rule has been invoked. You're not allowed to discuss your testimony with anyone or view anything concerning this trial until the trial is concluded. Do you understand? All right, if you'll remove the little square from your. All right, you may step down. Is this witness subject for recall?
Not from the state.
Not from the defense.
All right, thank you. Defense, call your next witness.
Yes, ma'am. The defense now calls Zinzani Jefferson. Zinzali.
Okay.
I miss the days of Dorothy's and Grace. Those are easy for me to remember. Forget it. Right, are you wrong? Down the hallway. Okay. Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, there is a square microphone. If you'll put that somewhere, please. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes, ma'am. All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up so that everyone can hear. If you'll state your name for the record and spell your name, please.
Zenzali Jefferson, Zenzali Jefferson.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Ma'am, thank you for being here today, Ms. Jefferson. Could you, please tell the jury how you're related to Zenzani?
I am her twin sister.
Who was born first?
I was.
Okay. I know that twins always like to make that a point. I was born first.
Yeah.
How would you describe your relationship with your sister?
It is up and down.
How so?
Sometimes she will just cut me off if I say the wrong thing and not speak to me for months.
How would you describe your sister?
I would describe her as volatile, controlling. She is, she doesn't always live in reality.
What do you mean by that? When you say she doesn't always live in reality? And don't give me a specific instance, just give me some generalities. How do you describe that?
We'll remember something a certain way and she'll remember it a different way and argue us down and tell us, no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. This is how it happened. And
Now, in those situations when she's saying it didn't happen, are they instances where she felt aggrieved?
yes. Yes.
So it's in situations where she felt like she would be, for want of a term, she was the victim of whatever the situation was.
She is always the victim.
Always the victim. Now, you both have a medical condition, is that correct?
Yes, we have
Okay.
polycystic kidney disease.
I'm sorry?
Polycystic kidney disease.
And it affects the kidneys and how?
So we have cysts in our kidneys, and we both have gone through kidney failure.
Now, a circumstance occurred with respect to that shared medical condition. Could you please tell the jury a little bit about that situation?
Well, she was diagnosed with kidney failure, and my parents, my mother and my stepfather, went to go pick her up and take her to the movies because she was feeling depressed about that. They wanted to cheer her up.
Okay. Was there a situation, is that the situation that resulted in us being here today?
Yes.
Now, with that medical condition that you also, I believe, suffer from, did something happen with you that caused her to have some anger or resentment?
I got a kidney first, and she constantly compared her situation to mine, asking why she didn't get her kidney yet, and nobody wants to help her or save her life. She stopped speaking to me because she claimed that I didn't help her find a kidney, even though I was out there passing out flyers and driving around and wearing t-shirts and things like that for her. So
Did she do any of that for you?
she did not. No one helped me put up flyers, but I helped her put up flyers and put signs in the yard. I put a sign in my yard.
Was it your fault that she didn't get a kidney?
No, it was not my fault that she didn't get a kidney.
Was it anybody in your family's fault that she wasn't able to get a kidney?
No, it was not anybody's fault that she didn't get a kidney.
But yet in her mind, she felt what?
She
Objection,
felt,
Honor, speculation.
If you know,
Sustained.
if she told you anything, without telling me what she said, based on what she said,
The
What would-
objection is sustained.
what was her reaction to that? Without telling me, what was her demeanor like?
she was just frustrated, very angry, very sad about not finding a kidney as quickly as I did.
Did she take it out on the family members? Blaming them in any way?
Yeah, she blamed me. I know that for a fact. She blamed me for not having a kidney, and not having anybody help her. She kept saying, nobody helps me put out anything. You guys don't help me. You don't make videos for me. You don't do anything.
Is that a go-to response for her throughout her life whenever she wouldn't get what she wanted?
Yeah, she would say, it's your fault. You didn't do anything. It's your fault. You guys don't love me. She'll say that a lot. You don't love me. Nobody's here for me. And that's contrary to what actually happened because I was there for her.
Now, with her perception of reality, have there been situations in your family dynamic where you all experienced something together, including her as a family unit, and her memories were different than what the rest of the family remembered?
Yes.
And how would you react in those circumstances?
We would try and correct her and tell her, no, this is how it went. And she would say, no, it's not. Remember, it went like this. And we're like, no, that's not how it went. And then if we continue to object to her memory, she would just yell at us and get really angry. Sometimes she would curse at us and say, F you this, and you guys always gang up on me. And I know that's not how it went. And then she would just leave and not talk to us.
Now, with respect to Duran, how would you describe Duran's personality?
Duran is very supportive. He's very loving. He helps everybody in the family if he can. Sometimes to him sacrificing himself. He's helped all of us move at some point. He co-signed for Nani's car. He let her stay with them for her. She's the only one in our family that paid off her debts, her college debts and things like that because they allowed her to stay in the house.
Now, in the attempt of Duran to help her, how would Zanani act? What would be her response or her demeanor?
She wouldn't be very grateful. Sometimes she would be annoyed by it.
As though she wasn't getting, she expected more?
Yes.
And it was never enough?
Yes.
Have you ever seen, and don't give me specific dates, times, actions, but in generality, have you ever seen Zanani and Duran interact together?
Yes.
And in those interactions, have you ever seen Zanani get confrontational or aggressive verbally, argumentative, and escalating the argument? Have you ever seen situations like that?
Yes.
And in those situations, how would you describe Duran's responses? How would he respond or react to those aggressive and volatile situations with Zanani?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for hearsay.
Sustained.
Without telling me what she said, how would he react? What is his demeanor like?
He remains calm and then he'll just remove himself from the situation. He'll just walk away.
Is it pretty much the family dynamic? Is that everybody just walk away?
Yeah, we kind of don't fight her anymore. We just, okay, that's what you believe. And we'll just walk away because it's not worth the argument or the fight.
Because she's tenacious in that, in her point.
She's like a pit bull. When she grasps onto that as her story, that's her story.
Now, her stories in her life, the different things, are those alternate realities for her as opposed to what everybody else is experiencing?
Yes.
And how does she react when she lies? When she gets caught in a lie, what does she normally do? What's her go-to defense mechanism?
She'll hesitate sometimes, or she'll go back and say, change her story. Yeah.
Would you describe Zanani as being a truthful person overall or an untruthful person overall?
Objection, Your Honor, improper opinion.
Overruled.
I'm
sorry, can I have parties approach?
Does Zanani have a reputation as being a truthful person or an untruthful person?
I would say she has a reputation in our family as being an untruthful person.
Thank you. Nothing further.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Zenzali. Am I saying your name right?
No, Zenzali, long name.
Zenzali. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm not the only one.
I'm gonna ask you some questions. If for whatever reason my questions confuse you or maybe they're not clear, please feel free to stop me and be like, Ugo, I'm sorry, I don't understand you, or can you please rephrase your question, okay? How long have you known your sister? I know that's a silly question.
I've known my sister for 33 years, my entire life.
Yes, ma'am. And how long have you known Mr. Duran?
I have known him for 15 years.
So
Well,
about half.
not 15, but sorry, like 10 years.
8 to 10 years or 18 years?
8 to 10 years, yeah.
So you and Zanani are twin sisters?
Twin sisters,
And you,
identical.
no worries. This is a good time. The court reporter there right in front of you, she's taking down everything that we say. To the best of my ability, I'm gonna try to let you answer your question. And if we talk over each other, she's not gonna be able to take down everything that we say. But if there's anything that you need to finish or, let's just not try to talk over each other. Yes, ma'am? Thank you. And then, sorry, there has to be like a verbal response because she can't take down any like head gestures. I know like in conversation we're used to being like, yeah, or no, right? Like right now you nodded yes. Please, if you can, give a verbal response.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. So sorry about that. So going to why we're here today, did you know about this outing previously?
What do you mean?
Were you invited to go out to the movies or did you know about the movie theater?
I did not know about them asking her to go to the movies or anything about the event.
When were you told about everything that happened?
I was told about the incident that night after it occurred from my mother.
So you weren't present at the event?
No, sir.
And you said that Zanani is known to be like she exaggerates or she's combative with the family.
Yes, sir.
Has she ever gotten into a physical altercation with anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And who was that?
Myself.
Okay. And you guys are sisters?
Yes, sir.
Was there any criminal charges pressed or anything like that?
No, sir.
Has she ever argued with you to the point where you just can't stand anymore? Like you reach a breaking point.
What do you mean by breaking point?
So you either have to walk away or I have a brother too, growing up, sometimes we would get in fights all the time. You said you guys have been physical. She's always been the one to start it or you always walked away?
She has always been the one to start it, and I will always walk away.
Okay. So the times where it was physical, she's the one who started that.
Yes, sir.
What's your relationship like with Mr. Duran
I would say it's good.
and with your mom
It's excellent.
and with your grandmother
It's good.
and with Zanani?
It's a roller coaster,
Ups and downs.
ups and downs.
This night in question, Mr. Duran spoke to a police officer. Were you aware of that?
No, sir.
And were you aware that Mr. Duran at first denied ever making contact with Zanani?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Okay. So would it surprise you that at some point he said he did make contact with Zanani?
Objection, Your Honor, that's not a correct rendition of what evidence has been so far.
All right, that objection will be overruled.
I'll ask you again, Ms. Nzali. Would it surprise you that at some point Mr. Duran said there may have been contact made?
Would it surprise me? I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused by the question. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's okay. So Mr. Evans told the police officer that first there was no contact.
Okay.
At some point in the conversation, he said there may have been contact. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Would that surprise you that it has changed from no contact to maybe contact?
Would it surprise me? No. I don't know how to answer the question.
That's okay, right? You love your sister
Of course, yes,
and you wouldn't be testifying up here if it wasn't the truth,
correct.
but you weren't there that night.
No.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right.
With respect to whether it would surprise you that Duran may have said that he may have touched her with his finger.
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
The state asked you, would it surprise you that Duran may have said he may have touched her with his finger? Does it surprise, have you ever seen Duran at the point where Zanani's in his face arguing, being confrontational, dropping the F word every other word, being belligerent, being aggressive? Have you ever seen in those circumstances where Duran ever reacted physically or aggressively towards Zanani?
No.
Objection, Your
never.
Honor, 403 and 404, and a misstatement of the evidence.
That'll be overruled.
Thank you. Have you ever seen that?
No, never.
Because the family dynamic is that when Zanani goes ballistic, you trying to make sense with her to calm her down isn't going to happen, correct?
Right.
So everybody just knows when she's going ballistic, the best way to diffuse this is if you just walk away.
Just walk away.
And that's what Duran has done in the past over and over and over.
Yes,
And that's what you have done in the past over and over and over.
yes,
That's what your sister Isis has done in the past over and over and over.
yes,
What your mom has done in the past over and over and over.
yes,
That's what everybody in the family does.
yes.
Nothing further.
No further questions, Your
All
Honor.
right, is this witness excused or subject to recall?
Excused by the state judge.
Excuse from the defense, Your Honor.
All right, the rule has been invoked. You're not allowed to discuss your testimony or view anything concerning this trial until the trial has been concluded. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, if you'll remove the microphone, please. Thank you. Defense, call your next witness.
One moment, Your Honor.
Sure.
At this time, Your Honor, the defense would call Myosha Evans, Jefferson Evans.
Yes. Yeah, I'll look at that in a moment. If you could, that's okay. There's a square microphone up there. If you could put that somewhere on you, it's for the court reporter to hear. All right, and you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up so that everyone can hear. And then if you will remember not to talk over anyone,
Yes, ma'am.
and I'm just saying that because that has happened before. I know sometimes we get into a mode where it's all conversational and we complete sentences. So let's not do that here so that the court reporter can take everything down.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if you'll state your name and spell it, please.
My name is Myosha Evans. It's Miosha. Last name Evans, Evans.
All right, defense.
Myosha, how are you this morning?
Well,
You've been here every single day.
yes, ma'am.
How's that affected you?
It's stressful.
Objection, Your Honor, 403,
I'm sorry,
and relevance.
sustained.
Let's talk about the incident in question. Were you present?
Yes,
Why don't you tell the jury what happened that night?
So, well, earlier that day, maybe a couple hours, 2, 3 hours before, there was a movie that was coming out called The Woman King. I knew that my daughter Zanani wanted to go see it. And we were kind of all excited about the movie. So, Duran, said, hey, why don't we go ahead and, invite them out, get some tickets and go see the movie. So, we went out to pick them up from Zanani's house and got to the movies.
When you said you went to go pick them up at Zanani's house, who were you going to pick up?
Zanani and my mother, Barbara.
Miss Barbara. Okay, was Miss Barbara living with Zanani?
Yes.
Okay, so you go to pick her up. Was there any particular reason why you decided, other than you guys wanted to see the movie, that you wanted to go and treat Zanani to this movie?
She had been having a lot of health issues. Both of my daughters were born with polycystic kidney disease, so they were both in. Well, one of them had a transplant.
Which one was that?
Zenzali. And Zanani had not. So she was in end stage renal failure. She had gotten a shunt. She was just having a lot of emotional things, so we were just trying to kind of uplift her mood.
Okay, so you go to pick was it you and Duran went to go pick up Miss Barbara and Zanani?
Yes.
So you go to pick both of the ladies up. Then what happened?
We go to pick them up. We kind of were like trying to make it a surprise. But Zanani kept interjecting, like, I know what we're going to see. And so, it was kind of like that. We get there, everything's good. We go into the theater, watch the movie. She got a little excited, so she was like jumping up because, it's these Amazon women that are fighting these soldiers or whoever they slavers off or whatever, right? So I think in the process, she dropped the phone.
Okay. So she's y'all are in the movie theater when she dropped her phone.
Correct.
Okay, so then the movie's over. And you're going back to where?
We're going back to the car.
Okay. So what kind of car were you driving?
At the time I had a blue Lexus 350 ES.
Okay, so that's a pretty large suburban
It is.
type vehicle. Okay, it's a 4-door.
Yes.
It was not a Hyundai.
No.
It was a Lexus a large sedan. Not a suburban, but a sedan, a large sedan.
Correct.
Car. All right. So if Zanani said that it was a small compact
No,
vehicle, Hyundai, would that be a true statement or a false statement?
that would be false.
So you all are in the large Lexus and you're getting into the vehicle. Where do you sit?
I'm sitting in the front seat, passenger side.
And where is Duran?
He's driving.
And then where's Miss Barbara?
She's sitting directly behind Duran, the driver's side.
And where is Zanani?
She's sitting directly behind me on the passenger side.
Okay. Now, in the back seat, about how many normal sized individuals could sit in that back seat?
3, it would be 3 could fit with a lot of space.
In between? It's comfortable.
It's comfortable.
Okay. So you all get in the vehicle, you're sitting in the passengers, and Annie's sitting behind you, Miss Barbara's sitting behind Duran, who's driving, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you get in the car. What happens next?
So we get in the car, we drive off. We are probably, I don't know, halfway to Zanani's house. We're taking him home. When she realizes that her phone is missing.
Okay, so then what happens?
So then she, I guess in her panic, she says, you need to turn around and go get my phone. So we turned around, went back to the movie theater.
Okay, but let's talk about that turnaround. When the car got turned around, did Evan just do a quick U-turn like a crazy man, or how did that occur?
No, I think that the tone in Zanani's voice was very, I would say aggressive, right? Like I lost my phone, I'm panicking, turn the car around and leave, right? But it was just a regular, like, okay, and he turned the car around. I do think that, of course, because she's panicking about the phone, he's trying to get back to the movie theater because she's worried that somebody is going to or has taken her phone.
Now, when she's panicking in the back seat, does Duran match that level of aggression or dire emergency? I mean, is he getting as agitated as she is?
Not really, no.
How's he acting?
He just turned the car around. He didn't say anything. He just turned the car around and we headed back towards the movie theater.
So he didn't engage her saying, you know, calm down or shut the F up or in any way aggressive towards her verbally at that point.
Objection to leading, Your Honor.
Sustained.
So then we get to, he's turned the vehicle around, then what happens?
We get to the movie theater. We park outside on the, at the entrance, basically. So we parked the car in front of the entrance. Zanani went back into the movie theater.
When she's getting out of the vehicle, from the time that she realizes that her phone is missing, is her agitation increasing, decreasing, staying the same? How would you describe it?
So there was Zanati is the best way I can say it is she's hard to pin down because she's always like her level is always like this. So you know, it's hard because everybody walks on eggshells. So it's like you get a little bit, you kind of back off, like, so her personality spikes, right? So even when you think that she's just being like normal about how she's trying, like I say, she's panicked, but her panic is aggressive, right? So her mood was shifting in just knowing that her phone was going. So that level of inconsistency in her behavior was starting to peak.
And you all have had experience with that type of behavior from her throughout her life, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you all know how to react to diffuse or to not aggravate her any further.
Yeah, everybody walks on eggshells around tonight.
So then y'all pull up in front of the movie theater and Zanani gets out of the car and she's in an aggravated or emotional state. What do you, Miss Barbara and Duran do at that point?
We all stayed in the car because we're thinking, okay, she's gonna go in, she's gonna get her phone and she's gonna come out.
How long was she in there before Duran did anything?
I don't know for sure.
What was your best memory?
Objection to speculation, Your Honor.
Overruled.
What was your best memory?
I would say maybe a good 7-8 minutes, maybe 10 at the most. Long enough for us to like start to worry what was taking so long.
Now, when you say worry about what was taking so long, what was causing you to worry?
Just that maybe she couldn't find it. Maybe, you know, something did happen to the phone, you know.
Do you have any concerns about her emotional state and maybe escalating inside with strangers at all?
At that moment, no.
Did you ever have a moment where that was a concern for you?
Not until Duran went inside. He's like, let me go inside and see what's going on because it had taken so long. And
So
when
it was concern for her that precipitated that discussion amongst you guys that, hey, maybe somebody should go inside?
it's not unusual for her to have outbursts with people, right? It's not unusual. It's something that we've dealt with. It's not easy. I say having twins who have mental health conditions.
One of my twins is just diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I've had another, and I've had to try to talk with Nani about Zanani, about her behavior, because it is so unpredictable and inconsistent. And I've tried to like talk to her about seeing someone, which is where a therapist came in. I just thought that she would look for more, because I can't do it for her, right? I can't take her to get her diagnosed, right? So I thought she would pick someone who was more on the psychiatric end, but she picked a talk therapist. And I think because she tends to find ways to find people who will take her side. She got a therapist who's
Sustained.
Just,
Narrative and speculation.
okay, so you, Evan, Duran goes inside because we're kind of concerned about, hey, it's taking kind of long, what's going on in there? Is she causing a ruckus? Is it gonna get worse, escalate? So he goes inside. When he goes inside, is he aggravated when he's walking in, or is he just like, hey, I'm kind of concerned? Or how would you describe his demeanor as he's getting out of the vehicle and going into the movie theater to look for Zanani?
it was more just helpful concern. You know, he just wanted to make sure that she found the phone.
So then he goes inside and they're in there for a while. Now, you don't go inside, correct?
I never went inside, no.
Okay. So they're in there for about how long?
Objection, speculation, Your Honor.
Overruled.
About how long were they both inside the movie theater at that point? If you can remember.
I don't really remember too much, but I would say maybe a good 10 minutes or so.
Okay. So, approximately 20 minutes is expired from the time that y'all pull back up in front of the movie theater until whatever happens and they both come out of the movie theater.
I would say, I guess that's a good guess. I'm not sure how much time had passed. But
Okay, so when they're coming out of the theater, what do you notice with respect to Zanani? How is she acting at this point?
well, at this point, she's cursing and she's fussing.
Okay,
So
when she's cursing, we weren't there. And, you know, my mom used to say that B-U-T-T was a curse word. Other people think the F word is a curse word. So let's put this in context for the jury. What type of curse words, and we're all grown up, so you can say it if you know what she was saying. What was Zanani acting? What was she saying when she was coming out?
Objection, it calls for hearsay, Your Honor.
Sustained.
What was she using words that were more than B-U-T-T?
yes,
Objection, hearsay, Your Honor.
Sustained.
When she's coming out and she's cursing, what is Duran doing?
he was just walking alongside her. I asked the question, what happened?
Who did you
What
ask
wrong?
that to?
I asked Nani.
Okay,
Mhm.
and don't tell me what she said, but what was her demeanor, her reaction?
I don't understand.
In other words, don't tell me when you asked her, hey, what was going on, what was taking so long or whatever, you saw she was in an agitated state, correct?
Mhm.
So based on that agitated and the words that she was using, what was her demeanor? Was she calmed down? Was she more excited? Was she more aggravated? The fact that you asked her that question, was your question calming her down? How was she reacting to your questions?
She was definitely more aggravated.
And what was Duran doing at that point?
Again, he was just walking with her. After I asked what was wrong, he started to try to explain what had happened in the theater.
Okay, and then again, don't tell me what either Duran or Zanani said, but when you asked Duran what had happened in the theater, how did Zanani react? And by her demeanor, what was her demeanor when you asked that question of Duran?
Objection to asked and answered, Your Honor.
Overruled.
What was her demeanor like when you asked that of Duran?
She was irate. She was she started to curse at Duran because he was retelling the story to me and she was telling him to basically.
Objection to hearsay.
Don't
Your
tell me
Honor.
what she said.
Sustained.
Okay.
But
All
she
right,
was,
so when an objection is made, I'll respond to the objection. All right, you may ask your next question.
so based on she was getting more irate. Then what happens? Do they both get into the vehicle?
Yes,
Where does Duran get in?
he is in the driver's seat,
And where does Zanani get in?
behind me in the passenger seat.
Okay, so she gets behind you in the passenger seat. At any time, did Zanani ever move over towards Miss Barber's side of the car?
No,
Where did she stay at the entire time that this conversation, for want of a better term, where was she located at?
behind me in the passenger seat.
Okay, did you turn around and looking over the headrest or the arm, the back of your car, to listen to her, or what were you doing?
No, I was just in the front seat. My visor was down so I could see her face, so in the mirror part, but no, I didn't lean over or turn backwards, but she was behind me.
Okay, and was her frustration level getting greater or lower?
It was definitely getting greater.
Okay, and what was Duran doing at that point?
So we, as we were getting in the car, he was pulling off, he was driving off and away from the curve or the front of the movie.
So he's driving, his hands are on the steering wheel?
Correct.
Okay, and what is the nanny doing?
She's cursing, still in the car cursing, telling Duran to.
Don't tell her what
I'm
she
sorry.
said.
Sustained.
Just cursing.
All right, so everyone, when an objection is made, I will make a ruling. Don't talk over each other. Does everyone understand?
That's right.
State's objection is sustained. You're not allowed to say what other people said. Unless, that's fine. There are some exceptions to that rule. And if they are, they'll let me know. But once somebody makes an objection, just stop speaking because I need to rule on that objection. All right, thank you.
So you all get back in the car and you're pulling out, you're pulling away from the movie theater, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, are you still in the parking lot though at this point?
Correct.
Okay, and Zanani is doing what?
Cursing at Duran.
Okay, and what is Duran doing?
Duran is still driving, so we get to about halfway through the parking lot. And I kind of have to say what she said in
No, you
order
don't
for
tell me
it
what you
to.
said, just give me a description of her demeanor, her body, was she acting aggressively, was her voice getting higher or lower?
She was aggressively cursing in the car.
Was the tone of her voice going higher or lower?
It was high,
So yelling.
yelling.
Okay, and what is Duran doing?
He at one point told her to stop yelling.
Okay, and how did she react to that? Don't tell me what she said, but how did she react to it?
She got angrier.
Okay, and then at that point, what did Duran do, if anything?
He pointed, so he's hand on the wheel, and he says, you know, and I can't read, I guess, say what he said word for word, but he points and basically is like, stop.
Okay, and does she stop?
No.
Okay, so then at that point, did you ever at any time see Duran make any physical contact with Zanani?
She slapped his hand. When he pointed, she slapped his hand.
So the contact was made because she slapped his hand, not because he touched her with his finger.
She was the aggressor.
So then when she slaps his hand, his finger away, because he's telling her, shut up, be quiet, enough.
Objection to counsel testifying, Your Honor.
Sustained.
When he's pointing at her and she slaps his hand, what does he then do?
So he gets out of the car. So he, I, can I say what I say?
Yeah.
I say, hey, let's stop arguing. He puts the car in park, gets out of the car, and she gets out of the back seat, and she says, you don't put your hand.
Hearsay, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Don't tell me what she said. She gets out of the car.
She gets out of the car. She stands over the car and points.
Is she still by the back of the car on her side of the vehicle?
Yes.
And does Duran ever go into the back of the vehicle towards her?
No.
Where does he go?
He walks away.
So he's just walking away.
Yeah.
And she gets out of the vehicle and is still saying something aggressively towards him?
Correct.
Okay, and what does he do?
He tells her blah blah blah. I guess I can't say that. And then he just walks home.
So you never saw him at any time make any physical contact with Zanani?
Objection to leading, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Did you ever see him do anything to Zanani?
No,
Did you ever see him be in any close proximity to her where he did anything with his hands towards her?
no,
Did you ever see him do anything with his hands around her neck?
no,
Was in the way that the car is set up, would it have been physically possible for him as he's driving with one hand on the steering wheel to reach over and grab her by the neck?
Objection to
No.
speculation, Your Honor.
Overruled.
I'm sorry, what was your answer?
no.
What is Zanani's reputation for being truthful or untruthful?
She has a tendency to lie.
And when she gets caught in a lie, what is her go-to response, if you know?
She will not take accountability. So anything that she can play, I can't think of the maybe gaslight, or, she has a tendency just not to take responsibility.
Are her memories of shared family experiences when they, does she have a tendency or a history of misremembering certain circumstances that everybody else in the family remembers one way and she remembers it a different way?
Absolutely.
And is this a history that she has?
Yes.
And in those circumstances that she has a different memory than everybody else, how does she portray herself in that situation? What's her role in the situation?
I would call it a victim mindset. She's always the one that she'll say that no one loves her or treat her the same, or people don't like it's I for lack of a better word, I just say it's a victim mindset. But again, I understand that as being a part of the mental health issues that she has.
Like this had actually happened, would you want someone to be held accountable?
I would.
In this particular situation, is the nanny's rendition, her story of what happened, is it what you remembered happening? Because you were there.
No, it's not. It's very much embellished.
And she has a history of doing that?
She does.
I have nothing further, Your Honor.
State.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning, Miss Evans.
Good morning.
Do you prefer to go by Miss Evans or Miss Jefferson?
I'm Miss Evans.
Okay, I will call you Miss Evans, and I apologize ahead of time if I messed that up, okay? My name is Rick Pena. I'm a prosecutor with the state of Texas. I'm going to ask you a few questions. If at any point in time, if you don't understand my question, if it's too confusing, please just let me know. I'm going to do my best to rephrase it. Additionally, I will do my best to allow you to finish answering your question before I ask you another question, so that we're not talking over each other for the quarter sake, okay?
Excuse me.
I don't hear well.
All right, so you need to speak in the microphone.
Okay, my apologies. I think I had accidentally turned it off. Okay, Ms. Evans, can you hear me better now?
I can hear you.
Thank you, ma'am. So you are Zanani's mother, correct?
I am.
Okay. And Miss Barbara Jefferson is your mother, correct? Okay. So it's fair to say that you've known both of those people your entire life?
Correct.
Okay. Has Zanani ever lived with you?
She has.
Okay. Has Miss Barbara Jefferson ever lived with you?
She has.
Will we approach, Your Honor?
Yes. State, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, at one point in time, was Zanani living with you?
Yes.
I mean, but when was she living with you? Excuse me.
So, I mean, we moved here in 2013. We came here together.
Okay, let's break that down if you don't mind. Maybe it'll help you answer the question. So you moved here. Where did you move here from, please?
Georgia.
Georgia. Okay, you said that was in 2013?
Correct.
Did Zanani come with you at that time?
She did.
When you moved here, I'm assuming you guys found a house, right?
Correct.
And did Zanani live with you in that house?
Yes.
And how long did she live with you in that house?
I don't know the exact date. I want to say she moved out maybe in 2000 and.
I guess let me ask you
I
a
don't
different
remember.
question. Was it a short time that she lived with you, or did she live with you for an extended period of time? Like, was it days or years, I guess you could say?
It would be over a couple of years.
Over a couple of years, okay. Now, when you guys moved from Georgia, you mentioned, did your mother come with you too?
No,
Okay, when did your mother come to Texas, Miss Barbara Jefferson?
she had come to Texas, I don't know, maybe a year or two before.
Before, okay, so your mother was already living here in Texas before you guys moved from Georgia?
Correct.
Okay. When you guys moved to that first house here in Texas, was your mother living with you too?
No,
Okay. At what point in time after you moved to Texas did your mother come to live with you?
I object to the relevancy of that.
Overruled.
I'm trying to think of the time, the date. It might have been in 2019.
And I don't want you to guess. If you don't know the dates, that's perfectly fine. But what I'm getting at is at some point your mother came to live with you all?
For a couple months, like maybe 2-3 months, yes.
Okay, so it was a brief time.
Correct.
Okay. Was Zanani in that house as well while your mother was living with you?
No,
Okay, so Zanani had moved out at that point?
correct.
Okay, so at that point, who's in the house then after Zanani moves out?
Who was in the house?
Who was-
Myself,
Yes,
my mom, and Durant.
and Duran. Okay, so it was the three of you.
Correct.
Before your mother moved in, would it have been you, Mr. Duran, and Zanani?
Correct.
Okay, so there was never any point when all four were living together?
No.
Okay, thank you, just so I understand. Okay, let's talk about then this incident that we're here for. You'd mentioned that you wanted to surprise Zanani because of the, I guess, condition that she was in, what she was going through at that time, right?
Correct.
What is it, your idea, or was it like Duran's idea for this surprise to take place?
It was Durant's, mostly Durant's
Okay,
idea.
so he's the one who thought this up, and I guess you agreed with it?
I'm sorry.
So he's the one who thought up of the idea and you agreed with it?
I guess, I mean, both of us, I mean, to some extent, it was both of us, yeah.
Okay, that's fine, but you guys want to do something nice for her, right?
Correct.
All right, so do you call her ahead of time and say, we're gonna come pick you up, or you just show up at her place?
We called.
You called, okay. So at that point, then it became like an arranged outing, correct?
Correct.
All right. And then you and Duran go to pick up Zanani, correct?
Correct.
And
Zanani and my mom.
Zanani and mom, right, correct. So is your mother living with Zanani?
Correct.
How long has your mother lived with Zanani?
I guess it would be since around 2019.
Okay. Can we approach one more time, Your Honor?
Yes. All right, State, you may proceed.
Thank you. Ms. Evans, I have a very specific question for you that should lead to either just a yes or a no response, okay? It should not require you to expand upon that answer, okay? So please keep that in mind when you are about to answer the question that I'm going to ask of you, okay? Now, as I mentioned, you testified earlier that your mother was not living with you at that point, correct?
Correct.
Was that as a result of any issues that were in place between your mother and Mr. Duran Evans?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I have to ask about that particular point. Okay, anyway, getting back to this situation, you guys go and drive to pick up Zanani and your mother, correct?
Correct.
Who is driving?
Duran,
What kind of vehicle are you driving?
Lexus, 350 ES.
350, okay. I'm a little bit unfamiliar with those types of vehicles. Can you explain to me, would you describe it as like a truck, a car, or an SUV?
It's a sedan. However, if you were inside of it, it's like a cab, like it's roomy as if you were in like a F4, what do you call it, 150 or something, like it's pretty spacious.
Okay, so it's got a spacious cab, but it's still a car?
It is.
Okay. Who owns that vehicle? Do you own that vehicle or does Duran own that vehicle?
We both own it.
You both, so you're both on the title?
Yes.
Are there any other vehicles that you and Duran own?
Yes.
What other vehicles are those?
We own I don't know what year it is, 2022, I think it is, a Hyundai.
Hyundai? Okay, is that vehicle a car, truck, or an SUV?
It's a car.
Is that vehicle bigger or smaller than your Lexus?
It sits smaller, but I wouldn't say it was smaller, like lengthwise, they're fairly equal.
Okay, so outside size-wise, they're about the same, correct?
Correct.
How would you describe the cab of that Hyundai versus the cab of that Lexus?
I would say that leg-wise, it's about the same, but it's narrower. So like, if three people were sitting in the back, they might be touching each other a little bit, but
Okay, so would you describe the Lexus to have more cab space than that Hyundai?
I would say width-wise, yes. Length-wise, no.
Okay, width-wise, okay, I understand. Is there a reason why you took the Lexus as opposed to the Hyundai to go pick up Zanani and your mom?
So we always drive the Lexus when we're doing like an outing or whatnot, because one, it's just more comfortable, and if we're gonna have people in the car, it's just comfortable, but the Hyundai Duran tends to do like yard work and stuff, so sometimes he'll put like the weed cutters or like you know, like the gasoline cans or whatever, so it's not as clean or as, you know, comfortable.
Okay, I understand. So that would be, I guess, more like the work car and the other one's like your
Correct.
going out car? Okay, I understand. Okay, so how far away do you and Duran live from Zanani and your mom?
I guess it's maybe 6 minutes.
Okay, so relatively close?
Correct.
Okay. And what happens when you arrive at the house of your daughter and your mom?
We just let them know we're outside. They came out, they got in the car. We never went inside or anything like that.
At that point in time, how would you describe your daughter's mood?
She was fine. She was excited.
How would you
She
describe? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. She didn't know what movie we were actually going to see. She had an idea that we were going, so she kept trying to guess the movie.
So she was trying to ruin the surprise?
Right.
Okay, I understand. How would you describe your mother's demeanor at that point in time?
She was calm, quiet.
Okay. All right, so you call that you guys are outside and then Zanani and your mother come out?
Correct.
Okay, and then I guess at that point they get in the car and you guys take off to the theater?
Correct.
How far away is the theater from Zanani and your mom's house?
I don't know, I guess less than 10 minutes still, yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like your house, Zanani and your mom's house, and then the movie theater all kind of in the same area?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So how would you describe the demeanor of everybody that's in the car while en route to the theater?
Everybody was fine. It was fine. Everybody was talking about whatever and it was fine.
Okay, was Zanani able to guess the movie that you guys were gonna go see?
She kept saying it was the woman. I know it's the Woman King. I know,
All right, so at some point she figures that out then.
yeah.
All right, did that like hurt y'all's feelings in any way, or did you just kind of expect that she would eventually guess?
I mean, yeah, it wasn't like any big deal. It was just, we're just going to see a movie. Like it's just trying to enjoy the night. That was it.
I understand. All right, okay, so eventually you guys get to the movie theater, right?
Mhm.
And then you guys go inside the theater to watch this movie, correct?
Correct.
Where do you guys sit in the movie theater? Do you sit like closer to the movie screen, or do you sit in the middle or further
We
to the back?
typically tend to sit all the way at the back most time.
And why is that?
It's like the back room.
Okay, you like the back row, I guess it's just more preferable for you.
Yes.
Okay. How is the seating arrangement there inside the movie theater? Where are you sitting?
We were about halfway, directly like in alignment with the screen. Duran sat on my left side. Zanani was on my right side and my mom was on the other side of Zanani.
Okay, so if I'm walking into the aisle, I'd run into Duran first, then you, then Zanani,
You
then
would
your
run
mom.
into my mom first,
I
Zanani,
get it.
myself, and then Duran.
Okay, so yeah, okay, I understand. So Duran's sitting next to Zanani?
No,
Duran's sitting next to you. All right, my
Correct.
fault, my apologies. Okay. And then you guys watch the movie, right?
correct.
What's everybody's demeanor like while the movie's going on?
It was a good movie.
Okay, so everybody's just enjoying the movie?
Everybody's just enjoying the movie.
Okay. What happens after the movie's over?
We walked out. And got in the car and drove off.
Okay, on the way out from the theater to the car, did you happen to run into anybody that you know or recognize?
No,
You ever have an interaction with anybody?
no,
Okay. So then the four of you get to the car and drive off, like you said, right?
correct.
I forgot to ask, my apologies, let's go back a little bit. First, on the drive from Zanani and your mom's house to the theater, who's driving the vehicle, please?
Duran,
And where are you?
driver, passenger side.
Okay, and what about Zanani? Where is she in the car?
She's behind me,
And then your mom?
behind Duran.
Okay, now what you just described, is that the same as it was after the movie was over when you guys are trying to go back, or did people switch seats?
No, it was the same.
Same, okay. So everybody's in the same spot, and you guys are trying to go back home after the movie's over, correct?
Correct.
And then you described earlier that on the way home, Zanani realizes that she left her phone.
Correct.
Does she just blurt that out, or does she say, oops, I might have just left my phone?
No, she blurted it out.
She blurted it out, okay. And you described that as being in kind of like a hostile way?
It was a little aggressive.
Okay.
I don't think it was aggressive towards anyone, but it was aggressive, like, it was more of a command than it was, an ask.
Command, okay, so she's kind of said it with some authority then, right?
Correct.
Okay. What would your reaction have been had you forgotten your phone at the theater?
It would have been probably, a panic. I would have been like, oh, I left my phone.
Right, because losing your phone, that's a situation that could probably make anybody panic, right?
Yeah,
Especially in our society today where everybody lives with their phone, right?
correct.
Okay. So it wouldn't be unreasonable then for Zanani to kind of panic when she realized that she had forgotten her phone, correct?
Correct.
Okay. But she did say it with authority, And then you testified that because of that authoritarian way of saying it, Duran just turns the vehicle around, correct?
Correct.
So would that be like he's traveling and he just automatically U-turns, or does he wait to get to a light, pull into a parking lot, turn around, then go back the other way?
I don't know. I mean, we turned around. I
But-
don't,
I guess what I'm getting at is, did he stop in the same course of travel and turn around, or did he find somewhere to pull into to safely turn around and then go back?
okay, so it was a safe turn. It wasn't like somebody just threw us all the way around the road. No, he turned around.
Turn around. Were there any cars around you that you recall, if any?
I don't remember. We were on the road, so I would assume there were some cars around. But if it wasn't like a heavy traffic, it was leaning more towards night, so
Okay.
I think, you know,
Do you recall maybe hearing any cars honk at you because of this turn?
no,
Did you in any way feel unsafe because of this turn?
no,
Okay. But he does turn around and you guys go back to the theater.
correct,
All right. And then when you get to the theater, you testified that you pull up to the front entrance, right?
correct.
Okay. Now that's not really like a parking area, so I assume that maybe he had like his safety blinkers on, or did he not?
I don't know.
Okay, but he parks right there, and then you said Zanani gets out and goes into the theater, correct?
Correct,
And the three of you remain in the car.
correct.
All right. What's the mood of the three of you while you're waiting in the car?
It was calm. It was just calm. We were just waiting and, you know,
Was anybody annoyed that you had to go and make this, unplanned trip back to the theater?
no,
Okay. All right, so then Zanani goes in and then you testified that after some time, whether it be, 7, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, you all get concerned that she's taken, I guess, too much time in y'all's opinion to find the phone, correct?
correct,
All right. And then because of that, you said Duran just takes it upon himself to go into the theater, right?
right.
Why did you not want to go into the theater instead?
It was no reason to. I mean, it wasn't like. It was no reason to. He was like, I'm gonna go check to see if I can help. And he did, and that's his personality. Like, if he can help out, he's just helping, right? So he's like, let me go see if I can help. And
Okay.
it was just,
All right,
it was
so-
just no big deal. It was like, let me go see if I can help.
Well, I understand. So he just volunteers and he goes in, right?
Correct,
All right, and then you and your mother stay in the car.
correct.
All right, so at this point, you don't know what's going on inside the theater, correct?
I do not.
You don't know if he's being hostile towards Zanani or Zanani's being hostile toward him, correct?
It's unlikely that he would be hostile towards them.
Correct. You think it's unlikely, but you just don't know for sure, correct?
It never crossed my mind, so I couldn't answer that because I would not think that he would be hostile toward her because it just is not a reality for her. It just not.
Okay, cause yeah, cause you
I would not
testified,
think that, right?
I understand, because you testify that in your opinion, he's got cool, calm, collected demeanor, correct?
Mhm.
So because of that, you feel it would be unlikely that he would be aggressive toward anyone, especially Zanani, right?
Well, I'm just saying that there was no, correct, yes, but also there would be no reason for me to think that.
Right. Have there ever been times though where he has been hostile toward either Zanani or anyone in your family, friends, whomever?
No.
Okay, so Duran's never ever lost his temper once?
Had he lost his temper, I think.
Check the approach.
No, the objection will be sustained. Improper question.
Duran's a human being like everybody else, correct?
Yeah,
Capable of all kinds of emotions, correct?
correct,
He can get angry, right?
correct,
He can get sad,
correct,
he can get happy.
correct.
Okay. Have you ever seen him be angry?
You're on the check.
Sustained improper could I have parties approach?
Yeah, I know. All right. Unlikely doesn't mean impossible though, correct?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Those words are not synonyms of each other, right?
Yeah, but the way that you are phrasing it is
Well-
a bit tricky.
Okay, so it's unlikely that I'm going to win the lottery today, but I possibly could win the lottery today, correct?
Jack is being facetious, just.
Overruled.
You may answer the question.
Can you restate the question?
It's even if something is unlikely, it could still be possible.
All right.
Thank you. So again, you don't know what's going on, and then you see them coming out of the movie theater, correct?
Correct.
How long have you been married to Duran?
It'll be 11 years next month.
Okay, 11 years married. Had you known him prior to your marriage?
Have I known him prior to my marriage?
Correct.
Yes.
How long did you know Duran prior to you guys getting married?
We were married in, we met in 2014, married in 2015.
Okay, so you knew him for a year and then you married him. How long before you guys moved in together?
It was after we got married, so
Okay. So it'd be fair to say that for the 11 years of your marriage, you guys have lived together, correct?
say it again.
Would it be fair to say that throughout your 11-year marriage, during those 11 years, you guys have lived together, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And at one point during the course of those 11 years, as you testified earlier, Zanani had come to live with you and Duran, correct?
Correct.
Okay, at any point in time, while,
Can I correct you? She didn't come to live with me. She was living with me.
okay, so how did she come about then living with you and Duran?
So me and Zanani moved here together along with my other two children. So she had always lived with me.
Okay, I understand. So then Duran is the one who kind of came in after.
Yes.
I understand. Okay, so, right, so Duran, you and Zanani had lived together at some point, like you testified earlier, correct?
Correct.
During the time that the three of you were living together, were there ever any clashes between Duran and Zanani?
I can say that Zanani has never liked Duran.
And why do you say that?
I say that because when you are married at 45, I was married at 45 years old. I was a single mother up until 45. So when you have a tight relationship with just you and your children, and then this other person comes in, then it was, I believe, a threat to Zanani.
Okay. So you think Zanani was jealous of Duran?
I do.
Were any of your other daughters jealous of Duran?
No.
But just Zanani was?
Correct.
Okay. So you think it's because of that jealousy that there was clashes between the two of them?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Did they ever get into any arguments before?
Say it again.
Has your daughter and Duran ever gotten into arguments before?
No,
No?
but they have gotten to disagreements like, if, one time it was over a phone that, he told her that, she should try to get an Android, and she cursed him out about the Android phone. And she shouldn't tell him about an Android because it's an iPhone. Like, she is an argumentative person by nature.
Okay, by nature. So has she always been argumentative with you even before you had met Duran?
Absolutely.
Okay. Those instances that you had just described as far as Zanani's character, were those all before this incident had taken place, or have there been others since this incident we're here to talk about has taken place?
I want to make sure I understand your question, but
Let me rephrase it. I apologize, because I think it is confusing and I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm sorry. Those instances of hostility that you had described to the jury between your daughter Zanani and Duran. Did those occur before this incident that we're here to talk about today?
yeah,
Okay. Have there been other examples of hostility between your daughter and Duran since this incident we're talking about has taken place?
so I want to be clear in what I'm saying when I say this is that typically when there is hostility, it is typically from her, right? He typically will excuse himself from a situation or he'll walk away. When it comes to gatherings, when it comes to, Thanksgiving, Christmas, any holidays, he typically will isolate himself because of the behavior that she exhibits, because she is typically one who will start things with everyone, not Duran just himself, but with her sisters, so everybody's kind of walking on eggshells.
Okay, I
Right.
understand. And Ms. Evans, I know you testified about that earlier, but I'm just asking, have there been other acts of hostility between the two of them since this incident we're trying to talk about take place?
No.
Thank you.
All right, that'll be overruled.
You may answer the question.
No.
Thank you, Ms. Evans. I appreciate it. How would you describe your relationship with Zanani? Actually, I'm sorry. Let me strike that. You testified that before you met Duran, you, Zanani, and the rest of your daughters had a very tight relationship, correct?
Correct.
And once you met Duran, Zanani felt it as a threat. So how would you describe your relationship with Zanani at that point?
I would say that it's kind of hard to explain. But I think that our relationship was okay, but the way that I would describe it is that she needs a lot of support. And so I have to tell it in a story, right? So that's the only way I can give you background, but
I understand, and I appreciate that. I'm trying to just be a little bit concise if we can. Are there adjectives that come to your mind to describe your relationship with Zanani once Duran came into the picture?
I can't answer that. I don't, because it's not a consistent thing. If I say difficult, it's not difficult all the time. If I say great, it's not great all the time.
That's fair. So you sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good, correct?
Correct.
It'd be okay sometimes maybe, and sometimes it wouldn't be okay, right?
Correct.
Okay. And that's since Duran had come into the picture.
That's before Duran came into the picture.
Okay, so even though you had a tight relationship with Zanani before Duran, there were always these issues present, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, I understand that. As we sit here today, though, how would you characterize your relationship with your daughter Zanani?
We have pretty much gone no contact because her personality is too drastic and inconsistent, and I don't know how to trust what I'm going to get from her, and it's proven to be dangerous. I can't trust her personality, so we have not been in contact, no.
At what point did you lose contact with Zanani?
After the night that all this occurred, I have not talked to her or seen her since.
Okay. Does that hurt you?
It does.
Do you want to have contact with Zanani?
I would love to have contact with Zanani, but only if she gets the help that I feel like she needs. I feel like as a mother, she needs mental health care.
Okay. And you do want to have a relationship with her?
I do.
Because you love your daughter, correct?
I do.
Thank you. Okay, going back to why we're here today, let's pick up where we left off as far as you saw Duran and Zanani coming out of the movie theater.
Correct.
How would you describe the character of what you witnessed from the two of them at that time?
Like I said, Zanani was, she was fussing, she was cursing, she was a little bit, upset. And Duran was just walking, he was walking and the only reason that I asked what was wrong is because from the demeanor of Zanani and her anger.
Okay, so because of Zanani's behavior, something led you to believe that there was something wrong. All right. And so they get into the car, right?
Correct.
And that's when you asked what you just said, what's wrong, right?
Correct.
Was that correction, excuse me, was that question directed at Zanani? Was it directed at Duran?
It was in general, because there wasn't a problem between Zanani and Duran. It was a problem that she was fussing when she came out. So I said, what's wrong? But it wasn't that they were at each other. It was just that she was fussing and I said, what's wrong?
Okay. So you said that. And then it appeared to you that, as you testified earlier, Zanani didn't want to answer that question, correct?
Well, I didn't testify to it because I don't think that came up, but she was cursing and I said what's wrong. They got in the car. But she was telling, well, I can't.
Well, let me ask you that. Let me ask it this way, because yeah, we can't say, did she directly answer your question or did she avoid that question?
She answered it in a different kind of way.
Okay. Did Duran answer that question or did he avoid answering that question?
He tried to, but then she yelled at him.
Okay. So then this is going on, right? There's hostility in the car with Zanani and Duran, correct?
Correct.
All right. And at that point is when you guys are trying to leave again to go back home, right?
Correct.
And if you testified or not, I apologize. I just didn't hear. Did you guys make it out of the parking lot at that point?
No.
Okay. So you never made it back home. You never left the parking lot this second time around. Okay. And then you testified that everybody sat in the same places they were, correct?
Correct.
All right. And you testified that this was at night, correct?
Correct.
This has all been asked and answered.
Sustained.
All right. Well, I guess what I was getting at is you mentioned that you had your visor down. Why would you have your visor down at nighttime?
Because there's a mirror on it with a light.
And were you trying to keep an eye on anybody because of that?
No, it was just, we had already been parked on the side. And I had pulled the visor down, looking at myself. I mean.
All right, so you wanted us to check your, so you never put it back up, I guess is what you're saying. Okay, I understand. I was just confused about that issue. I apologize. All right. So Duran, while he's driving, reaches back and points at Zanani.
Correct.
Does he turn himself around though, or is he still like driving and then he puts his arm behind him?
Right, so the car was rolling, so as we pull off of the curb, we're going through the, the roads, so there's cars parked on either side. And the car is rolling. He has, again, his hand on the steering wheel, he points. So he does a little bit like this and he says what he says.
Let me stop right there. I apologize. Does he say that while the car is still in motion though, or is the car completely stopped at that point?
The car is, it rolled for just a little bit and then he put his foot on the brake.
If you recall, was the point before or after that came about?
If
you recall. If you don't recall, that's fine. But if you recall, do you remember, did he do this before he put his foot on the brake or afterwards?
I don't know. I think it was just probably all in one kind of motion.
Okay, all right. Um. And you heard him say something. I'm not asking you what he said, but how would you describe the tone of his voice at that particular point in time?
He was upset.
He was upset. All right, and he said something in an upset way towards Zanani.
Right.
What did Zanani do that you recall at that point after Duran had said what he said to her in an aggressive, excuse me, in an upset way?
She slapped his hand.
Slapped his hand. Did you hear her say anything?
Yes.
Okay. So would it surprise you that Zanani testified that at that point, Duran had turned around, reached back with both hands and put those hands around her neck?
Would it surprise you?
Would it surprise you? Yes. Okay. Would it surprise you that your mother testified about the exact same thing?
Yes.
Okay. At any point in time, while Duran's got his finger like this, are you looking straight or did you look back as well to see what this is all about?
So I can see him, you know, I can see Duran and I can see him in the visor.
Okay.
But the hand is not like, cause he's still got this hand here.
Right.
And he's doing like this, so his body is trying to turn and he's saying, hey, stop that, mostly because, you know, I think more so because the language was so disrespectful. Till he just got to where he was just like, hey, stop. And then I said, hey, you know, stop, you know, y'all are arguing, whatever. And he puts the car in park and gets out.
And gets up. Did you ever turn around though and see what's going on back here? Or did you only like look at Duran?
I mean, I was like, hey, you know, but I can see his hand, if that's what you're asking me. Like, I can see his hand in the point.
The point, so you can see it, so that leads you to be able to see to the back seat.
Right, because his hand never extended completely into the back seat. So if you're holding here and you're, because you know, the car is, you're operating a car, right?
Yes.
So you're being conscious of what's on either side of you. So it's like, hey, right? So his hand never, like, it's not like he's doing like this or he's just literally like, I mean, literally that, yeah.
I understand. I think what you're trying to get at, let me see. So it's not a full extension, probably be like a semi-extension of his arm then, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take our lunch break at this time. Remember my previous instructions. You're not allowed to view anything or start deliberating. You've heard some evidence in this case. Do not even think about this case outside the courtroom until I give you leave to do so. So I'm going to have you all back in your seats. The deputy will bring you from the jury room at 2. So that should give you all a chance to walk if you need to walk for lunch, and also have a chance to eat leisurely. And hopefully by that time, the waters will be on. Okay, the water is back. Yeah. You don't know how much you appreciate water till you